Hey folks, here's just a few of my thoughts now on one factor which can be critical and crucial, I believe, in achieving a proficient level in Gaelic. Just thinking now, I think it applies maybe in every case. I can't think of a case where it didn't, where somebody is proficient in Gaelic, and that is pick a dialect. It's considered by many that Gaelic has three. The Irish Gaelic, of course, the Scottish and Manx versions are a different thing, and they've got their own nuances. But the types I know about is Irish Gaelic, and it's generally considered that there are three. I think it's called macro dialects, in that three main varieties. But of course, within those macro dialects, there are a bunch of micro dialects or local variants. And I would consider that in all maybe, of course, I'm only familiar really with the Mayo variety and the Connaught varieties, which includes a bit of Galway as well. But even within Mayo, then, you could argue that there are several dialects. And also within Galway, you could argue there are several. It depends on how you define dialect. But let's just say that the three main dialects have their own varieties within them, and there are a couple of kind of in between varieties as well. So anyway, the reason I'm mentioning this is that now that I'm teaching Gaelic mostly on italki, I always encourage my students, if they haven't already decided to do so, to focus on one dialect. Now, this decision can be made from many angles, for many reasons. Some people come to me very decided to learn a certain dialect, like, for example, very recently, a man said he wants to learn the Achill variant because he has some family connections to that area. And so we're working on that. And of course, that is an example of a variant which is kind of a mixture of two dialects, because of course you could probably go into each variant a lot, but I'm very fond of the Achill variety because, first of all, it's very close to my heart because I'm from the same county, of course. And but also it's unusual in its features in that the accent, the cadence, used when speaking it is very Mayo, but when you observe the grammar, it's very different from the other Mayo varieties. It's practically the same as the grammar used in the other dialect, which is Ulster. Anyway, there's 100 things you could say about them. Let's get back to my point in that you should choose one of these things. For example, now when I prepare my lessons and throughout the lessons with this gentleman, learning the Achill variant, I will use all the Achill features when we're doing conversations, vocabulary, grammar, whatever it is, because of course I'm familiar with that variety. But also I have people wanting to learn other variants, and I'm not so familiar with the different varieties used in Munster, the south of Ireland. But I do have a generic kind of a Munster variant that I can use, and I can speak it quite well, although it might not be specifically one of the different variants. It will be general overall. The same with Donegal. I can do a general Donegal variant without going into all the specifics, just to get people started, to get the ball rolling and get them familiarized with each, with the sounds, words, vocab and grammar of each of the dialects, because these can vary a considerable amount. They never vary so much as to impede a mutual comprehension. And of course, I have no problems understanding any of the other variants of Irish Gaelic. Scottish Gaelic is a different thing now, but even that, it's all about degrees of distance. So what was my point? Yeah, so if you haven't already got a strong reason to learn one of the variants or the dialects, I think it's always a good idea when you decide to learn Gaelic to choose one. And generally these decisions are made for personal reasons. Maybe you might have a family member from there, you might have ancestry from there, or it might be a place you have more possibility to go and visit. For example, recently, one of my American students, his goal was to learn the Dingle variety because he planned a trip to Dingle, so he knew that he would be more at ease if he was familiar with the local variety, and the locals there would understand him better and appreciate him better if he came to Dingle speaking as much Dingle variety as possible. So yeah, I think it always helps if you can choose one variety. Now, if you don't have any family, personal or travel reasons for it, I do of course recommend Mayo Gaelic. Probably me speaking from a family, personal, geographical, emotional point of view. But I do also argue that Mayo Gaelic is a kind of a bridge variety. For example, if it weren't for example, the Gaelic radio stations and television stations, it would be probably the case where somebody from the real southern varieties wouldn't understand so well when somebody from the northern varieties. For example, there was a time when Kerry and Cork people had great difficulty understanding and conversing with Ulster people. This is no longer true now because of the media and that kind of thing, because of the Gaelic speaking television and radio stations. That being said, Mayo was always kind of an in-between variety, whereas Ulster people always understood Mayo people because the Gaelic is very close in its vocabulary, somewhat in its grammar, but also people from further south always understood Mayo Gaelic because the cadence is quite similar, the accent, so to speak. What's my point here? My point here is whatever accent it is, it's good to pick one, and if you come to me, I can help you with any of the accents really, because I can do a generic, very southern or very northern one, and then the Mayo and Galway ones are much more nuanced as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I know the nuances of them, so I can do a fairly reasonable job of each. But of course, if in doubt, for me, choose the Mayo variety. Now, I don't know if this video is of any help to you. Maybe I should have brought along some examples of the contrasts and the similarities, the different funny little ways of each of these varieties I talk about. For example, in my mind and to my knowledge, the main varieties, from my point of view, of course, from my ignorance, is there would be North Donegal and South Donegal, which I can distinguish just about, but I couldn't go into the various areas. Then there's the general kind of the more southern Munster ones, Cork, Kerry, and what's the name of that other, Waterford. And the Waterford kind of stands out because it's that bit further away genetically and geographically. But I couldn't go into very fine details, but I do manage a generic variety, a generic kind of a version of them. And then, of course, when it comes to Galway and Mayo, I can go into much more detail, helping my students learning those varieties. And then when you show up in any of these places, and if you're speaking the local variety, it gives it that extra something to impress the locals and to get them on board with you, with your helping, with your learning. For example, if somebody shows up in Achill, speaking Achill Gaelic, of course, any Gaelic speakers from the area will be delighted, generally, the same with any region. So, I don't know, this is just kind of an off-the-cuff video I decided to put up, and mostly to get your suggestions, and if anybody would be interested in me making further videos mentioning these differences, maybe I'll do that if there's a positive response. Anyway, also to wish you all a happy summer and talk soon.